Today is Saturday, and I woke up a little bit late, but Lily's with my parents, so I'm gonna go hit the gym really quickly. Gonna bike on over there right now. We are on our way to a photo shoot with Trey. It is Jeremy's first photo shoot.
Yes, modeling career ahead.
So we're gonna get him some pictures before he goes off to college. Yeah. Where are you going?
Harvard.
Let's get it done.
Because it has to do with those focus, right?
Yep.
Yes. Oh, when I smile, I think my left close is more than my right.
Everybody has one, but it's just more pronounced when you see it in pictures like this, you know? So I just think it's funny whenever they're like, oh, that eye's lazy. I'm like, I know, I'll fix it, don't worry. We'll wake that bitch up. Good. We'll switch it out. Okay, so next thing I want you to do is you're gonna face that way. You're gonna step up with your left, step back with your right. So you're gonna face the mirror. 2, 3. Good.
Today's a bit of a busy day, but I'm starting it off with a workout with my friend Andrew, so it should be fun. So I don't know if y'all know, but I live in Austin, Texas, and that means that it's hot as balls. And our poor AC is working overtime constantly to try and keep our house at a livable temperature. One of the things that we looked into was painting the roof white, because when you paint the roof white, it actually reflects the sun rays and your house absorbs less heat. It's also much better for the environment because it means that heat isn't trapped. So later today, I'm going to be ordering a metric shit ton of reflective silicone paint. So I'm here at the Colorado River right now. I'm meeting up with James. We're gonna have a photo shoot. It's an absolutely beautiful day. Let me show you.
So guys, beautiful Austin, Texas. Beautiful sunset. It's actually a really nice day. I mean, it's hot, but not as hot as it's been the past few days. I've only used it a handful of times.
Big news this week for the climate. The single biggest US climate bill got passed, and it has over $300 billion of spending for climate-related action in it. That's crazy. And the way that it got passed is super wild, too. So every year the Senate votes on a reconciliation bill, which only needs a majority to pass. And right now the Democrats have 50 people in the Senate, as do Republicans, but since the vice president is a Democrat, that gives the technical majority to the Democrats. So in votes of majority, the Democrats have it. As it so happens, there was another bill that the Democrats were looking to pass called the CHIPS Act, for which they needed 10 Republican votes in order to pass it, so 60 votes total. One thing that Mitch McConnell had mentioned, Mitch McConnell being the leader of the Republican Party, was that if there was any mention of climate legislation in the Reconciliation Act, he would not give the Democrats the 10 votes that they needed for the CHIPS Act. So Joe Manchin, who has historically been the Democrat that votes against Democrats, and has historically also been in the pocket of big oil, told Mitch McConnell that there was no mention of climate in the reconciliation bill, and got the 10 votes from the Republicans that they needed to pass the CHIPS Act, and then turned around 10 minutes later with the most comprehensive climate bill in the history of the United States. That's so mind-boggling and so petty, but the fact that Joe Manchin actually chose to do something for good is amazing, and we're here for it. In this bill, there's a lot of funding for green new infrastructure, electric vehicles, electric transportation, a lot of tax credits, a lot of really good things that we've been really needing to see for a long time. The goal of the bill is to curb carbon emissions by 40% by the year 2030, which is amazing, but also it still isn't enough. But it's a great step in the right direction, and I'm so excited to actually see some real comprehensive legislation for the climate. In the bill, there are $5 billion dedicated to preserving and supporting the natural resources that we have in the United States, and another $60 billion that are there for supporting climate justice initiatives and for helping people who are put in a rough spot due to climate change. It's really awesome.
So it's 5:45 Wednesday morning. I'm on my way to meet up with Matt Choi. We're gonna do a collab on a running workout. I'm probably about to have my ass handed to me, I'll be honest.
So I just finished up a run with Matt and Jeff, and I gotta say, they kicked my ass.
I am nearby to get groceries before we take Lily to school. We did 8 sets of 800 meters. They were so fast. But yeah, looking forward to continuing with the day.
So for those of y'all who don't know, I'm coming out with a calendar, and I'm super excited about it, but it's still in progress, and we haven't fully decided what every month is going to be yet. We haven't decided on the theme. So if you have any ideas, feel free to drop them down in the comments. I'd love to hear them. But let me show you what we got thus far. So this is what we've got going thus far on the website and on the calendar.
Alright, so here's my landing page from social media. It's looking pretty nice. We have the wait list, which you guys have already seen, presumably, if you've gone ahead and signed up for the calendar wait list. Here we have a portfolio of a number of different photographers that I've worked with that I'm very excited about. It's pretty comprehensive. My brother Tyler did a great job. This is the work in progress on the calendar itself. These prices and offerings aren't final at all, but
yeah, I'm really excited about it. My brother Tyler's been working on it with me, and he's the one who's been actually building the website itself, and it's really coming together. I'm really happy with it, and yeah, excited to get this calendar launched.